nerdsreviews.com presents Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I am here with Carlos.
Hello.
Hugh.
Hey.
Johnny.
Hello.
And I'm Lafayette. Thanks for joining us again here on Nerds Talking, the podcast. Remember to subscribe, download, rate, review, wherever you listen to and get your podcasts. We are basically everywhere. So have some fun, rate us, review us, join in on the fun. And we're going to start off, well, not really topic. Let's just go around the room here. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
Oh, we're doing swell.
All right. I'd like to hear that. All right. How's everybody's week going so far? Pretty good? Anything eventful to talk about?
I had a bit of a brain fart yesterday.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, I need to know what kind of sunglasses you guys wear because I really need darker ones.
Oh, I do not wear glasses ever, so I'm the wrong individual. Johnny?
Are you talking about polarized glasses or just darker in general?
I prefer polarized, but I might have to go darker. I don't know how dark to make polarized lenses, but I might have to go with a darker lens.
Why?
Well, went to the restaurant yesterday with the family. Came out super bright. I'm like, holy crap, this is bright. So I was looking for my sunglasses. I reached for my head. They weren't there. I turned around, looked, maybe they fell on the ground. And I asked my wife, where are my glasses at? And then she goes, they're on your face.
Oh!
I was already wearing them.
Huh.
I'm like, oh, man.
Are they the glasses you're wearing now? You're just confused?
No, you dumbass.
Glasses?
Those are my Oakleys. My Oakley.
Like that's some old man stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Super bright outside, man.
That's wow.
I don't think sunglasses are your problem, man. I think
So I need to eat more
think of
fish
the
or
logo,
something.
yeah,
I don't
just-
know.
I mean, the
Work
Sun
on the brain.
won, Oakley 0. That's the score on that. Like what? I got
No,
some,
you put your gas station glasses away.
I got
real
some.
No, you know what these are?
What are they?
You should go to Costco. These are actually
Kirkland glasses.
Shaq O'Neal.
the hell is Jack O'Neal?
Shaquille O'Neal.
His
He
name
puts his
is on a
name on
glass.
Just
Did you say
everything.
Shaq O'Neal or Jack?
Shaquille.
Oh,
He puts his name on
Shaq.
everything.
Shaq.
I got
No,
some
no.
spy glasses. The
Pretty
SP,
good, though.
company,
Not
SP,
expensive.
SPY, whatever.
You send them this way. I'm
Like
gonna need
spy.
to wear them.
I think they're Spy Plus, right? What are they? I don't know what they go by.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
got 'em.
Yeah.
I got them because we sold them at the golf shop, and man, they are. It's like someone just turned the lights off. You might
You
need
send
those.
them up here. I'm
They're
gonna need them.
They are dark. I've never had that issue where I walked outside. Oh my god, the sun! I've actually walked outside and just thought everybody turned something off. Like turn the sun back on. That's how dark these glasses are. Totally opposite. Totally opposite. I was telling Carlos though about my day yesterday. I went to Walmart, which is fantastic, and there's a Burger King inside of Walmart, and so I was gonna go there. They're classy, I know. I was gonna go there to order a Whopper, but this lady was in front of me, and she ordered something that equaled $2.50. And when she went to go pay with an American Express card, and the gentleman said, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, we don't take American Express here at Burger King." She's like, "What are you talking about? This is a Walmart card. This is Walmart." She goes, "Well, this is Burger King. We don't take American Express." And her response was, "That's the most ignorant thing I ever heard in my life." I was like, that of all things, you're like 65 years old and you're in a motor scooter, and that's the most ignorant thing you ever heard in your life. So I tapped her on the shoulder and said, "You crippled fat bitch." And I was like, "Now that's number one." And then she's like, "How rude." I said, "Well, I just want to be number one in someone's life." And but I just thought that was hilarious that she told that guy that because she couldn't use American Express card, that was the most ignorant thing ever in her whole entire life of living. That Burger King wouldn't take American Express. That's just the words people choose. You know what I mean? Like, and this kid is like a 19-year-old Mexican kid that he's just like, whatever, lady. And her friend ended up paying for it. It was $2.50. Her friend's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Pays for it. Turns to the other person and goes, oh, but you owe me. I'm like, it's $2.50. What do you mean she owes you?
They're
That's
at Walmart,
ignorant.
man.
That's
They're at
ignorant.
Walmart.
Oh, that's ignorant. No, that's ignorant. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I feel like Specs 1 and 2 is like you judging someone at Walmart. You go there for the show. Anytime you go to Walmart,
And
you go
you
there for the show.
And then you body shamed her.
I did.
You know,
I did.
Which leads us.
I don't go to Walmart because my wife knows when I step into a Walmart, my anxiety goes off the charts. I'm going to get the hell out of this store. These people scare the crap out of me, and I hate being in that store.
So it's like going to Fright Fest at Universal.
I don't know, man. It's like something about being around those people. It's like, oh, there's so many stupid people in here. I can't be in here.
So many in their pajamas too, which
it's true. That is so true.
In their jammies.
I go there for work, and the thing is, what I've noticed is a lot of, I don't know if it's an employee thing, if they interview people like that, but do they basically have like you have to weigh a certain amount to work at Walmart? Like I want to say over a certain amount, because that's what it's kind of crazy. They had a manager today get called out. Hey, who's running the front? She's like, I am, and she's like 50 yards away, whatever. Oh, well, we need this one thing. And let me tell you, this is so wrong. She waddled on over. It took her like 10 minutes. She only went about 20 yards. And I was like, you already look like you're 25 years old. This is a health problem. There's nobody at Walmart just explain this to you. Like, you guys have a good healthcare plan? Like, this is all. And I know Walmart does that thing where if you sign up for their health insurance, no, they force life insurance on you.
Oh, really?
But it's not for you, it's for them. They collect it. You didn't know that about Walmart?
There's no way.
Yeah, Walmart does that. Walmart collects it on their behalf.
They have to give you the option of putting a family member down.
I'm telling you, that's what they do. They're tricky.
How's that possible? Come on.
I don't think that's legal.
Hey, that's why they hire all the obese.
I believe in flat Earth before I believe in shit.
Bring a flat Earth person out of here. All right, the second story before we start the show. Actually, you guys are gonna love this one. This one's even more glorious. I worked out of town this weekend, and I had to drive back home. It was a 2-hour drive. So basically, I was working in Santa Barbara. And I came back on Tuesday, and I was like, I gotta, So I stopped about an hour out and Camarillo, and it's like, I'll get a drink. So I drink a whole bottle of core water, just do some stretching in the gas station.
Here we go.
Jump back in, get in, and go. Well, the problem was, there's the problem. I threw the bottle of core water away at the gas station. All right, that's number one. So you know where we're heading. All right. So I get on the freeway and I hit LA, and my thing said, you got 45 minutes. Like, oh shit, 45 minutes. I got about 20 minutes I can hold this in. 45 minutes. And I'm trying to get off on Santa Monica Boulevard. But I'm telling you, LA traffic, I'm not moving. I mean, I am not moving. I'm going 5 miles an hour. It's so bad. It was a big accident. So I finally get Santa Monica Boulevard. I couldn't get over. I just couldn't get. So I'll hit the next one, Olympic Boulevard. Oh, couldn't get over. Okay, one last chance is National Boulevard. I finally passed the accident. But at this point, there's no more holding this thing in. So what I do?
Oh no, my God!
Is I put my legs together and figure I'm not gonna let this go all over the floor.
Oh my God!
So anyway, remember that bottle of water I should have kept, the empty bottle? I regretted it. So let's put it this way: my whole entire seat was basically Waterworld.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? How old are you? It's like your first time peeing?
That's not even that. It was basically the option of let my pants soak the whole thing up or let it go everywhere like prior story. And I forget it. Let's keep it all in-house this time. I'll just change when I get home and I'll clean my seat.
And the core water bottle has a pretty good opening on it too.
But it was It was back an hour away in Camarillo. Anyway, so yeah, another urinating story about me can't hold it in and just let it in my work vehicle, just flooding it, just letting it go.
You need to go on Amazon and like see if you can order astronaut diapers.
No, you can order like a trucking pee kit.
That's what I'm
Truckers have
saying.
it.
I need to get
you can order that.
or just buy a garden hose. Just
mean,
A
you
garden hose.
Just hook it up to your unit and just go at your leisure whenever the hell you feel like.
Oh man, it's hilarious. I walk in the house and my pants look like someone threw like 20 water balloons at me. And then Julie goes, well, why are you walking like that? It's like, oh, I tell her the story. She's like, what the hell? I'm like, hey,
Are you 10?
You gotta relieve yourself. You can't hold it in. It's not comfortable. LA traffic.
Oh my God, you would.
Anyway,
That's the first story, not the fourth time it's happened.
yeah, that's the sad part is I got a lot of these. And anyway, let's take a break here. We'll be right back here on Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Let me tell you, kids, if you want to get into the business, watch yourself and watch your back, cause you know who might come and attack. Might be the beat strangler, microphone wrangler. If you see me, baby, I'm no stranger. I'm the man that gives you candy. Come over here now, let's get randy. You might think that you got me. Yeah. You might think that you spot me. Oh no. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. Yeah. You might think that you got me. You might think that you spot me. Oh no. In that club getting faded.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking. And I thought we'd address something that Lafayette briefly talked about just a few moments ago when he had that wonderful comment about the woman that was standing in front, that fat bitch or whatever it was, body shaming, which I think is, well, I was just actually looking at a study that was from some state, some city, that 96% of teen girls have been body shamed, which is way more than I ever thought it would be. And even 66% of teenage boys were body shamed. Just looking for some thoughts about what you guys might think about how often it happens and what kind of impact it has. To me, in this country especially, I was talking to Carlos earlier, but you look around and everybody, it seems like, especially as they get older, is grossly out of shape. And you just don't see it, I think, as much in other countries. You really see it here. And then I think there's a lot of reasons for that. But I mean, I just can't fathom stats like that and how it must impact, kids' psyches, especially growing up. And there's self-security, there's their notion of what's acceptable or not. I mean, just thoughts?
Well, I mean, social media, that to me is number one when it comes to ruining kids' self-perception of what they look like or are supposed to look like. So when they see somebody that, especially celebrities, that are constantly throwing in their face, like a Kardashian type of thing, they're going to feel bad about themselves if they're, if they're overweight, or other people are going to use that against them, right? So, it's a whole different day and age. I mean, when we were growing up, we didn't have social media. People, I don't know, kind of feel like it wasn't as much back then, say like the 80s and 90s and so forth. I think social media plays a big part in body shaming and leads to bullying, which, leads to teenage suicide. So, yeah, it's wild, man. It's, as an adult, like that story I told you guys, it's just somebody that was being rude to somebody else. And I'm like, come on, don't do that. Like, here's a taste of your own medicine. Like, in a sense, like it's still not right. But at the same time, I don't know. It's, I can't, as an adult, I wouldn't be able to tell somebody to their face. Nobody actually tells them to their face. You know what I mean?
Well, they do. I think they do, actually.
I think teens do. And that's just mean, like teenagers being, teenagers in a sense, but adults, it's not like I'm going to walk up to Johnny and somehow body shame him in a way, like.
I have a feeling you would, though.
No, I mean, I would to you, but I'm saying if I didn't know you, that's, it's almost, sometimes when I see people that are grossly overweight, I just think, that's your life choice, man. You seem to be okay with it. Like, how much sugar do you like? And how much pizza do you eat? And so how many times you eat a day? Are you not active? So on and so forth. If they can't realize it for themselves, who are you to intervene in a sense? Yeah.
But what if they're just completely comfortable in who they are?
No, that's what I'm saying.
And as a large person, meaning,
yeah,
I can think it's maybe not healthy for you ultimately. And, like Carlos and I were talking about earlier, it's almost like today, like I'm not attracted to someone who's big. And I would bet that I'd get a number of people saying that that's a shallow thing to be. But why is it shallow? It's not any really different to me than being not attracted to somebody who has really red hair. That's where it starts, so I'm kind of conflicted about it. I'm kind of conflicted about whether it's always a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing to point it out to somebody because you don't know where they're coming from. And you just may be the 50th person who said it to them in the last month.
Yeah, in my experience, it always comes in the midst of an argument or something like that. So it's ammunition that someone uses against you. I think, I don't approve of it, but I'm, if that's all they have, that's all they have. My personal way to combat that is to just be witty. For example, one guy at work, he was like, he just called me a fat fuck. I was like, well, I'm fat because every time I fuck your mom, she makes me a sandwich. And then, you say that in front of, other people, and then,
she can handle that weight.
Well,
how good are these sandwiches?
They're really good. See, my problem with knowing you guys so well, like I can't come back with a mama joke because you'd be like, hey,
because my mom will chase you with the flipper. I don't want to do that.
Because I know your mom and it just doesn't come out right. It doesn't feel right. So
she'd be like, where does Johnny live? I'm going there right now.
Taking the bus. But it's in my experiences, it's come out during arguments or something like that when you're just trying to insult somebody, trying to make them feel like shit. I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt and then think about where it's coming from. If an inmate tells me this or that or judges me, I'm like, well, all right, well, feel free.
Who cares?
Yeah, feel free, and then go ahead and close your door, and then have a good night.
Yeah,
call me when you get to the outside.
You can't close your door.
No, that'd be the best place to be shamed is jail, because you can you this that they can tell you whatever they want. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go home. I gotta go shopping tomorrow. I got things to do.
Right. I got a big meal to eat.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Yeah, exactly.
Freedom has a lot of calories. They don't.
You ever had freedom fries? Yeah, exactly.
Freedom tastes good.
Well, and so that brings me into another part of that same topic, which is like plastic surgery. And what some people, especially celebrities, think looks good. It just blows my mind. I mean, I can't fathom it. There's like a show my wife watches, 90 Day Fiance, which is usually people from America who meet somebody online. And, the relationships, you just know they're just getting worked almost all of them. It's a 60-year-old really heavy woman from South Carolina meeting, a hot 30-year-old guy from Nigeria who's completely in love. Well, of course he's not. He's just working you for a visa. But there's two women on that show who have had tons of work. They're sisters. I can't get past it. I mean, do you think they really think that that's attractive? And I know it's a diversion from the topic we were talking about, but do they really think that that's hot?
I'm gonna say yes. I think anybody that gets plastic surgery to an extreme thinks they look better than they did before.
Where? I mean, is it just because they're surrounded by yes people?
It could I assume because prior they didn't think they were attractive, so now they probably think, look what almost like I've been upgraded. That's just
but also if you see someone with like totally bad plastic surgery and you're their friend, you're either gonna like protect their feelings and just tell them, yeah, that was good, man. 9 times out of 10, that's what you're going to tell them. You're not going to tell them, dude, what the hell just happened? You know?
I mean, how many friends do you people do all of us have that have had like major plastic surgery? I don't have any friends that have had, major plastic surgery. So I don't,
Not major.
outside of
Small
fake boobs
things.
or lip injections.
yeah, but that's
None. But I know
That's what I
a couple of people
mean.
that had boobs and lips done.
I'm talking about people that have had like the chin and the cheeks done and the nose and the facelift. I don't know anybody like that. So, no one that I can use as a example.
I would say there are people that are not a lot, but even lip injections, instead of just something, it's like massive. Even like
Oh yeah, that looks
regular
funny.
people, it's like what?
Yeah, that looks funny. I mean, but that also is a body shaming thing too. I think they also do that because of that reason, that maybe somebody made fun of their nose, one too many times, or people always say I don't have an upper lip. Oh, inject it. Or I mean, this one sounds messed up. But you ever met like somebody that seems like they don't even have a chin, like in the sense where it's like it's almost tucked into their neck, and that's just how they are. Maybe they feel like, oh man, I gotta get that fixed, So, because maybe they've been body shamed, and
Well, that's like those stories you hear where the guy breaks up with the girlfriend because she's overweight. Then all of a sudden she hits the gym, she gets super fit, she's no longer overweight, and then she starts talking trash to the ex-boyfriend and showing her pictures and blah blah blah. In that instance, you know what? I think you owe the ex-boyfriend a thank you. Because if he wouldn't have motivated you by breaking up with you, you'd probably still be overweight. So instead of bugging the guy, give him a thank you. Send him some flowers or a card. Like,
No,
here you go,
she,
man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
nah, she should have just been motivated from the jump. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Body shaming's like Johnny said, it does come at you say of course say anything at heat of the moment, but I think that's something that comes out, and then I don't know. People that like joke with me when they say, "Man, you gained some weight over the years." All I ever say is like the same shit. Like, yeah, I like to eat, bro. Like, I like pizza. I don't know. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm getting age, bro. I don't run around the block anymore exercising. Those days are over. Like, like screw that shit. Like, I don't know. Body shaming. I mean, when's the last time
like
you guys?
when I run into an old friend, for some damn reason, they like to touch my stomach and go, "Oh, this is new."
If they're old though, why don't you run around them?
Have you seen yourself? Don't just.
Oh wow,
point me out.
you put it right back in their face. Wow,
Absolutely.
you are the aggressor.
Absolutely. I'm the aggressor.
Yeah,
They
because
started
your friend, no, your friend is just like being a friendly jerk, and you're like the ultimate biff. Total.
Well, it depends
biff.
who it is. I mean, usually I'm just like, ha ha ha, thanks, buddy. But it depends who it is. If it's someone who thinks we're friends but we're more acquaintances, then I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you seen yourself?
When someone does that to me, I always say the same thing. Yeah, well, your mom makes good sandwiches. And he gets really confused. Like, I don't know what that means. Oh, I didn't say the other part. I fucked your mom, bro. like, wait. Oh, those go together? Something like that. Anyway, it's nice to see you again, man.
Yeah, give me your number.
Yeah, give me. We can hang out. And what's your mom's number? What?
Yeah, I got it. I already
My
got
bad.
it.
I got it. I was messing with you. Yeah, tell her tune on ride tomorrow.
I feel like growing up in an Asian household, just the relatives, they're pretty blunt, pretty judgmental. I mean, I've heard from numerous times throughout the years, "Oh, you're fat. And even when I was in a pretty good shape, like when I got out of the army, my mom was talking that shit. At first I was defensive, but then, some people are just that way. And then you learn to filter these people in and out of your lives as you see fit over the years.
Yeah, no, you're right about that too. I mean, people being blunt. I mean, Portuguese are the same way. They'll be blunt with you too. And they'll say in a joking way, "Oh, someone likes to eat a lot," and you're like, when I say that, I have my cue cards and I look, is that on the board? They're like, what? Oh, number 3 on the board. Number 1, your mother. Like, what the hell? What's number 2? Sandwiches, bitch. Shit.
It's a drinking game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's so true. Oh man, Hugh's having technical issues. Looks like. So I'll tell you what. We will take a break and be right back after this. Nerds Talking. The podcast.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. I'm Johnny. I'm here with Carlos, Lafayette, and Hugh. And this next topic is going to be a little get to know you. I want to ask these guys, what are you good at? What are your talents? We'll go Mount Rushmore stuff. Carlos, you were making a motion there. What are you good at?
Man, I don't know what I'm good at a lot of things, man. There's nothing I'm not good at.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
I like the modesty. You're really good at being modest. I like that.
I'm a little humble. Yeah. No,
Well,
I don't know.
mean,
I'm
you're
at,
pretty good drawing.
Yeah, I'm good at art stuff. I'm pretty good at audio editing now because I've been doing this damn show. And I don't know.
You said Mount Rushmore. You got to name
acting.
4 things. You got to name at least
Acting.
4 things.
Oh, acting. I haven't. It's been a while, but I guess I'm decent at acting. Paintballing. I'm definitely good at paintballing.
I mean, really, you picked paintball? That's a thing.
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to pick? I'm good at sleeping.
He
I'm
said
good at
4
eating.
things. What are your
I'm
best
good at
4
gaining
things
weight.
you're good at?
I'm good at masturbating.
Mhm,
I'm good at
mhm.
driving with my eyes closed. What do you want from me, man?
Yeah,
4
no, you did
things.
it. You're
Okay,
good.
4 things.
You're done.
Drawing, audio editing, acting, and carpentry. I'm a masterful carpenter.
You're pretty handy. I've always been impressed with your handyism. I remember one of my exes. You know how like in the older garages they used to have that square cutout at the bottom with like mesh, like chicken wire or something like that
The
covering
air
it.
vent. Yep.
Yeah. So one of my dogs had like chewed it out, and it had been 2, 3, 6 months, and she was like, "How come you haven't fixed that yet?" I'm like, I don't know at what point in our relationship I showed you this fucking handy side of me, but like,
I look
Just
like Tim
because I'm-
Allen to you?
yeah, just because I'm a guy, I can fix this shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, no one can break in through there, so what the fuck?
Right.
Get off my back.
Wow.
Anyways, it didn't last.
Bitch.
No, that definitely didn't last.
It didn't last because she's a fat bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
You fat shamer. You're the worst. You're the worst.
You're
I'm
shaming
the
me.
worst. I'm
You're
just
shaming
kidding. I do wish that she would come into jail once or twice. Just
You mean like forcefully? Like,
not
As a visitor or as a
not as a
No, no,
visitor,
no.
as a
Not
not as a
guest.
visitor, as a
An
guest.
uninvited guest.
Forced to
Yeah,
the jail.
so I could like feed her a peanut butter sandwich and talk
Sure.
about old times.
And show her a
Shut
picture of
that
her mom.
fucking door. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, do you have to do business? Go behind that little tiny wall right over there where I can still see you.
This is turning something totally different. Yep. All right.
Hugh, what are you good at?
I'm going to go on that I'm adequate at acting, that I was a pretty decent softball player. I'm extremely well organized, really good at organization.
I can tell by the room behind you.
I have no control when 3 other people live here. All control is gone. I don't even want to show you their room over there because it's like a little minefield. You walk in, it's like, do you like to live like this? No. Well, then why don't you clean it up? I don't know.
Because you're really good at organizing.
Yeah.
Let Daddy do it.
You're sitting there
Yes.
bragging.
Yeah.
Like you do it.
Yeah. And I was pretty decent camera guy, compositionally and visually and directorially.
Oh, well, there we go.
That's
To
like,
be a camera guy, did you have to buy your own equipment, or
No.
how do you get started to be a camera guy?
well, that's a good question, Johnny. Thanks for asking. I went to Fresno where a buddy of mine was already working as a sports director, and he said, "Come out here." We went to Emerson College together and did TV majors. He was like a broadcasting major. I was more of a like production. So I just went out there, and this is like small stationville. So they're like, "Yeah, go ahead, Hugh, pick up that camera and go like try to learn it and shoot some stuff with it." So I did, and because they were getting free help, so they would get events covered, news stories maybe covered for basically free. And I wasn't good at the beginning. As I tell people, I still today learn things. When you stop learning, you're dead. So I still learn, try new things. I got a lot of the stuff I used to shoot technique-wise from movies. I used a lot of them. You remember the Basketball Diaries? Remember that movie with the DiCaprio? I think it was.
Yes.
Remember there was a shot in it where the camera guy kept doing a 360 like 3 or 4 times, and DiCaprio's character kept changing positions. So it was basically a progression of time, but he did it not by typical techniques. He did it just by having the camera guy on probably like something that rotates, and he just did it through that. So each time he'd leave DiCaprio would change his position, maybe change his hair, maybe look more disheveled. So I used that in one of the things I shot. I stole a lot of my techniques out of movies.
And don't be so modest, my friend. You're an Emmy award-winning camera guy.
Really? What did you win your Emmy on?
Two of them. For a syndicated news feature that we did, my buddy Mike Bryan and I, called The Legal Edge, and we did over 950 episodes. That Carlos was in many of them.
I remember that show.
Yeah, I shot. Do you?
I do.
I shot and directed every one of them. Every one of them. Mike would write the script. Maybe he'd have an idea. Typically, he handed it to me, and I cast it because we made them like little movies, even though they were in a newscast. They were like little 1.5-minute movies, taking a legal principle and illustrating it through something that either happened to Mike interacting with other characters. Like if you were renting an apartment, so he'd be the guy renting the apartment, let's say, to a couple of actors, and I'd give them some lines out of his script so they'd have some back and forth. And basically he would just tell you what you needed to do to make sure your apartment was secure, like to get your rent back or something. And at the end of it, something would always happen to him. He'd be locked out of his own apartment, or he'd be, and that will give you the legal edge.
Yeah, that's the legal edge.
And so that's how it kind of evolved. He was really good at making fun of himself and allowed me to do it through visually. And if you can do that, and people will love what you're doing. The best comics I think have, are use self-deprecation, self-deprecating humor in their bits.
Like when you pee on yourself. I got you.
That's self-defecating, man. There's a difference between what comics do and what you do. You are fucking gross. Lafayette, what are you good at? What are your talents?
Cleaning piss.
Drawing is on there. Rapping. Yo. I'm a master rapper, 2-time award winner.
What awards did you win?
I've won the IPMA's, the International Portuguese Music Award, twice.
No shit.
I was even up for Song of the Year and I lost. God damn it. That was in 2019.
For which song?
Wow.
Party.
It's called Nutsa
Oh, okay.
by Nutsa. I know, crazy, right? Crazy.
I bought one of your albums.
Oh wait, which one is it?
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, it's probably an old one.
I don't remember what it was, but I feel like I bought the Walmart censored version because there was no curse words, no nothing. It would just like fade out for the curse words, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Where did you buy it?
What is that? Where'd you
I
get
got it on
that?
iTunes.
And what is your Venmo? Lafayette owes you money.
Yeah, I should pay you back. It was. Wait, are you sure it was?
There was a dark.
What's on the cover?
I feel like the cover is like a beachy cover with a kind of orangey.
Oh yeah, okay. That one is actually that one's called "Welcome to the Game."
Maybe.
Is it like a sunset with the
Yeah.
palm trees?
I think
No,
so.
you know what? Are you sure?
Well, the
it's
game
me?
is that he stole money from you because you bought his crappy album.
Because there's other people with my name out there.
No, there really.
It was
Yeah.
you. It was you.
Yeah, you find it on your phone and let me know a couple songs.
Oh,
on
I'm
there.
sorry, my friend. I deleted that.
Wow. But in no way it's edited. I have no edited stuff online.
But
That's
I'm a
wild.
big fan of your stuff, though. I rock it to my on my workout playlist.
I have
I got Bamboozled on there. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck LL.
Bamboo.
Fuck Todd.
yeah. I don't. What's crazy? I don't have any edited stuff online. That's why I'm like, that's
Even
very
with you and Chuck.
No.
Do you have
nothing.
Destructive Unicorn, the white cover with the cartoon characters on it?
No.
Yeah, with Destructive Unicorns out there. There's one called Established 79, has 35 tracks on it. That's why I'm not sure which one you got. I'm not sure which one you got. You know what? You may have got something that's old, like really old stuff. No clue. Anyway, so music.
So what was your first? What did you win the first one for? What song was that? Party with You.
Party
Is that
with
what it
You. Yep. In 2017, and then I got nominated in 2018 and lost, and then I won in 2019. Yeah, I went out to the show in 2018 just to lose, like a loser. Flew out there for that. And
Where was the show?
so the show is out in Massachusetts,
Get out, really?
where there's majority of Portuguese people that live there, and it's
true.
in Fall River.
That's actually
So,
true because there's a lot of Brazilians up there as well.
Yeah, there's a boatload, and they fly all these famous Portuguese people to perform and give the award away and all this and that, and and then the third one, that's a good one. The third one, I mean, I'm pretty good at basketball.
You have a really decent shot.
No, amazing.
It doesn't look good.
3-pointer.
It
Ugly as
doesn't-
hell, but it sinks.
Listen, it does not rotate.
man. No,
That's the problem. The knuckleball. Yeah, it doesn't move when I shoot it. It does not move, but it goes in 90% of the time. So that's always nice.
90% is a pretty high percentage.
It is a high percentage. I know I'm the greatest. And then I don't know. Fourth one. I mean, I find myself to be amusing in the sense of funny, haha. So that'd be my fourth one. So I got. I don't have another one. I mean, fifth one
the
would
difference
be.
between being amusing and being a dick.
No. Everybody I know, I am the funny guy in the group. Everyone. They expect it. They know it. They want it. They ask for it. I give it to them.
He was
I am
wearing
that
those red
guy.
shoes.
I am that guy. But yeah, other than that, now you got me thinking about what album you bought. Now I should Venmo you.
No, it's cool. I'm sure. As long as you got your.
Can you remember a song off of there as we're on this?
No.
You remember
I'm
the
saying-
album cover?
Yeah, you can't remember the album cover
I-
because see, the thing is, the album cover that I'll explain to you is not under Nutso. It's actually under Lafayette.
No,
But
it
it has
was
a
definitely
lot of-
not so.
Yeah, so you bought an old album then.
Yeah.
You bought something that was like that wasn't editing things great back then, and blah 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 blah.
Oh, what was the second award for? What song did you?
For Nutso by Nutso.
Oh, Nutso. Okay.
Let's go Nutso.
Oh, that's right.
Let's get Nutso. Anyway, if you buy the album that has me on stage at Petco Park, then you got the 35 track album that has like all my favorite songs on there. There you go.
Now, do you ever get requests or suggestions from your friends? Like, hey, why don't you rap about video games that you played growing up? Why don't you rap about?
Yeah,
This
the
or
problem is I feel like I've rapped about everything I want to rap about, and when I try to make new stuff, I feel like I've exhausted what I want to rap about. And then I feel like, I really want to rap about that. That guy did that already. I don't care. That's boring. I don't want to do that anymore. Blah, 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 blah. And rap is the hardest thing to do because pop music is just about girls. Hey, I'm gonna do a pop song. It's about a girl. It's same as country music. Country music is just about a girl. Like I'm gonna write a song about a girl, and vice versa. She's gonna write a song about a guy. But rap music can be about anything. Kind of like rock music. Rock music can be about anything.
Did you ever battle?
You
ever battle?
Just online.
Not face to face?
with Angela Johnson.
No. Oh, Angela Johnson. Yes, that stupid bitch.
I mean, I'm sure
No,
you
no,
would.
not face to face. No. You know why? Because in Sacramento, which I did majority of, like I did a shitload of rap shows, there was no battle scene in Sacramento. And then when I did, signed to LL, I was actually living in the Bay Area, and I only performed maybe 5 times in the Bay Area, no more than that.
So could you? I mean, because it seems to me that you could be good at both, be great at both, or you might be just great at writing lyrics that you could sit down and think about, as opposed to suddenly having to come up with them in a battle.
So here's the thing. I don't have any lyrics written down. I don't have one sheet of piece of paper with lyrics. I have nothing. Every song Johnny's probably ever heard, I just made it up on the spot.
So you could battle. So you probably would be good at battling.
I tell the funny story about that song that won a 2019 International Portuguese Music Award. I recorded it in one day, and I just was making shit up. And then when I finished it, I sent it to my cousin, and I was like, "What do you think?" He's like, "Oh yeah, you won that award." I literally recorded one song that year to win that award. That is it. Because I feel like I got ripped off the year before. And I was like, no one's going to win this year. I'm going to win. And I recorded that song in one day.
So if you were to perform the song again, how would you remember the lyrics? Would you just have to
listen to it? Yeah. There's always the thing people always say is to remember something, you should listen to it 20 times in repetition, and you'll learn it. And it's, so I can rap you that song probably right now. I know the song front to back. But before I do that, I want to know Johnny's talents. God damn it!
Whoa! I was gonna suggest for you. You could do a song about Karens. I think you could have some.
Wait, about what?
Karens. That would be good. That
all
would
the
be
Karens in the world. Yeah, what they do.
Karens.
Oh, you know what? First I thought
you
said
about Angela Johnson.
First I thought you said caring, and then I thought you said carrots. But you're talking about
what? That could be the B-side.
That could be it, yeah.
That could be the B-side stuff.
Karens that care about carrots.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh man,
you should do an Angela Johnson one. That'd be funny.
I can't do it. Well, it'd be funnier than her whole stand-up comedy bit. That's for sure. So,
I thought you got
who's
into
Angela Johnson?
Marjorie, whatever the idiot's name.
No, Angela Johnson, the stand-up comedian that
had
one funny joke, and then Johnny's trying to tell us his skills. Yeah. Oh, she didn't. I don't know. Who cares? I told her this week she sucked again. She didn't respond to me. It's because it came up on the podcast. All right, Johnny, tell me your goddamn hidden talents or your skills, and one better be martial arts. Go ahead.
No,
It's the 1,000 cuts.
I feel like every one of us sitting here wanted to be a ninja when they grew up. Am I wrong? I mean, you guys, you had the outfits. I remember at one point.
Well, Carlos was Taekwondo.
I took it with them. Yeah,
I didn't do Taekwondo. No, that was Nelson. Nelson and Carlos did Taekwondo.
I don't think Nelson did it either.
He did for a couple months, and then I had to take over his contract.
And then I beat the shit out of him. Said, Sensei, he ain't learning shit. Look at his face.
Hell, the neighbors too. Remember, they sucked horribly at it.
That's how he got into. That's how he got into Taekwondo. We got into a fight, and I pretty much whooped him up pretty good using Taekwondo. The next day, he was in my goddamn class. His mom brought him to school.
You talking about Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Because I remember. Yeah.
You two were sparring, and then it got real. Like you both took the gloves off and started going at it, and then the dojo got silent because you broke the code of self-defense only type of shit. They're like, hey.
Well, what had happened was that if you're a white belt, you're not allowed to aim or punch or kick to the head. And he kept trying to punch me in the face, and I was a yellow belt. He was a white belt. I told him several times, hey, knock it off. And he wouldn't listen. So I gave him a roundhouse kick to his jaw and dropped him. That was the end of it. That was it.
You totally abused the teachings.
He couldn't grab the pebble out of my hand fast enough, so I had to kick him.
Can you remember what we had to say before and after class?
I don't, man. Something about the
So-
cell of a tree or something.
I
Do
can't.
you remember it?
No, I think it was like self-defense only, but then I could also be thinking of like the Karate Kid. I get movies in my life mixed up all the time.
Wait, how do you get movies in life mixed up?
No, I there are times where I swear that, oh man, I swear to God, I fought in World War II. No, that
Do
wasn't
you
that wasn't
walk in
me.
the sky? Do you walk into skyscrapers, take your shoes off, your shirt off, only have a wife beater, and be like, "All right, I'm John McClane." You're like, "What the hell? Like, who's this guy?"
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm like, wait, I don't say
Yippee-ki-yay.
that. I don't say
And
that.
all you have is, and you have duct tape just in case you find that gun. I got you.
Anyways, my talents. I'm pretty good at barbecue.
Yes, indeed.
You know that show Barbecue Pitmasters? You ever seen
Mhm.
anything like that on TV? Well, one of the guys on there was from California, so I had Googled him, and then it said he gave classes. So I went down, drove down to LA, and took his class. Shout out to Harry Sue, Slap Yo Daddy Barbecue. But then he like taught me like competition style like barbecue, and ever since then, I mean, I'm the barbecue guy. So at work, if I'm like cooking for 40, 50 people, I did a event for a fallen officer. I think that was like 200 something people, but it's I would say it's a restaurant quality barbecue. Yeah. I'm pretty good at that.
There you go.
I'm pretty good at eating the barbecue too. So it's it's one of those downfall things with your talent. Pretty good at tennis. Like I love basketball more. That's always been my sport. I loved it the most, but tennis I've always been pretty good at for some reason. So like in high school, JV bench warmer on basketball, and when it comes to tennis, I'm varsity. It didn't make any sense, and we weren't good. So couple those two things together.
At least you got to play, right?
Yeah. I had 7 points my JV year. I was
Good or bad? I
balling.
don't know what that is. Is that
No, I'm
good or
talking about
bad? I
tennis.
don't know.
Oh, in
Not
tennis?
basketball.
No, in
I've
basketball.
seen you play basketball. 7 points. That's amazing for you.
Fuck you.
7 blocks. I mean, 0 blocks, 0 assists, 7 points. It's college
Yeah,
material, man.
I get a single when I play basketball. No, but tennis, I was pretty decent. I was supposed to play for CRC, but I joined the military instead. I think I still have eligibility, so I can come on as a 44-year-old rookie.
You sure can.
But
What's up, players?
Yeah. Who wants some of this?
Come on.
I can't think of anything else I'm good at right now. I can tell you what I'm not good at is money. I'm not great at money.
Me
Still
neither.
living check to check, except
Oh.
the only difference between like now and when I worked at like Subway is I got nicer shit now. That's it. But still living check to check. I haven't quite figured that out. It's always amazed me. Like my wife is pretty good at saving, and we have separate accounts, thankfully. But I just didn't. Yeah, good for her. I mean, the only reason I'm in this big ass house is because she has good credit. Without that shit,
Boy, do I know that. Boy, do I know that story. Oh.
Yeah, I just don't know how people do it. I mean, like, if they get like, let's say $1,000 take home for the month, and then they put away like $750. I'm like, how do you? What? That's not even possible. Like, what's wrong with you?
Are you
But-
living?
Yeah. Do you not taste the sweet things in life? It costs a little bit more, but I also figured like with anytime I'm in a relationship, I'm the one paying for the checks and all that stuff. So that adds up real quick. If you date someone from out of town, that adds up real quick. If you date a girl that likes to drink, fuck it, you're not paying your rent this month. Drinks when you go out are so expensive. So, I mean, my suggestion for people out there that want to combat that is just be a hot girl. Be a hot girl and you don't have to pay for drinks. So,
What's your
Lafayette,
third talent?
Well, I just want to have a quick question though. You said if you get $1,000, Are you the kind of guy who has $1,000, but you go out and buy something that's $1,200?
Not always.
Okay.
I mean, I would say no. I mean, I'm pretty responsible now. It's just, thank God I make more money than I should. So I can take care of all my bills, but you know, I got a wall full of skateboards on and that I bought as an adult, and I haven't used over half of them. So
I used to buy shit and I would look at it a year later and go, I should really use that sometime. I should open that box up sometime.
This is a whole new segment about finances. I mean, I'm
Well,
still waiting for Johnny's 3 and 4.
I'm just trying to tell you what I'm not good at.
Yeah,
So
we know that.
Maybe I can come up with okay, number 3. I'm good at being open about how shitty my finances are.
Yeah, that's number 3. I'll give you that one. Number 3. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Johnny, if we were roommates, we'd be doing this podcast in the dark because our power would be out.
I can see that. And then debating like, what exactly are we gonna eat? Are we gonna eat? Are we gonna split this lasagna from Marie Callender's 4 ways because it was on sale, or are we just all those like budgetary?
So you're the dude at the cash
negotiations.
register when they ask paper or plastic. You have to get paper because you're out of toilet paper. You don't want to spend on it. Give me that bag.
What are you
man.
talking about? I save napkins from Starbucks.
Oh man, I
will say that's where I'm gonna splurge is toilet paper. You gotta take care of your butthole. I mean, anytime I go on a cruise, I can't use their stuff. It's like sandpaper. I bring 1 suitcase full of toilet paper.
Wow,
How much do you poop, man?
Yeah,
When you get on a cruise, you never know. I'm not like this fucking dude Lafayette over here
Yeah.
just pissing and shitting all over the place. I'm a fucking civilized human being.
It's true.
Yeah,
He'd
man.
probably just go right in his chair at the dinner.
Yeah,
He just went right now. I can see his face.
I'm sorry.
I just finished.
I couldn't get to my room in time.
Mm-mm. I sit on a portable potty during this show. So Johnny, what's number
Bedpan. You need
4?
a bedpan.
It's hard for you to come up with these. It looks like.
Oh, it is.
I got tennis. I got barbecue. I'm open to just telling you my life. That's 3. I'm not sure it's a talent, but that's 3. What is a talent that you have?
I feel like my talents, I've told you guys this before, but I feel like my talents, I'm not really good at, 1 or 2 things besides the barbecue or whatever. I'm very mediocre at a lot of other things that are obsolete now. I can install a car stereo really well, but it doesn't apply anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then my other talents only apply to like Dave and Buster's.
This is true. You're really good at Dave and Buster's.
I'm really good at Dave and Buster's.
I mean, the funny part is I'm good at Dave and Buster's. Not a specific game. Just I'm good at Dave and Buster's. Like,
Wait. Are you
does
really
that
good
include
at
the
Dave and
drinking and the
Buster's?
eating? Does that
Or are you really good at just spending more and more money to get those tickets?
get
to try
more
to get what
tickets?
you want?
Like,
I didn't shit on your talents, bro. You don't shit on my talents. I'm good at
that's
Dave and
funny.
Buster's to the point where that's where I got my PS4. And then they were pretty shocked. I was like, hey, can you get some out of the case for me? Yeah. What do you need? The PS4. And then just lo and behold, I have enough points. I have enough points for another PS4 if I wanted to, but I'm going to wait till everything opens back up and I'm going to get the PS5
ooh,
with my points. And I know I spent a lot of money there. We already discussed my financial decisions. And I know it's going to be cheaper to buy a PS5. Fuck off. This is what I do for fun.
That's your talent, man. You
That's
gotta
my
embrace it.
talent.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
this town is fuck off. This is what I do. Oh man, pretty good. Those are your 4 talents. I like it.
Yeah.
Barbecue, tennis, opening up, and Dave and Buster's. Not bad.
I'm a keeper for sure. I mean, ladies out there, you're lucky I'm taken.
Or else he'll get you a PS4.
All All right, well, we'll take a break and we'll come back with another topic.
We came to party all night, never stop, don't quit. And take my advice, if you had too much, DJ rewind it and start it back up. And the party ain't over till they kick us out. And at that point, yo, party in my house. Yeah, you know I wanna get down. Yeah, let's keep it going all night.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking. I'm here with Hugh, Johnny, and Lafayette. And I just wanted to ask you guys something, I guess it's a little more morbid than our past topics, but what do you think happens after you die? I mean, do you believe in life after death, or do you just believe that that's it? You know, that's the end game, or there is no end game. What do you think?
I'd like to believe there's something else out there. As we discussed on our paranormal episode, I felt like, you know, two close people that I lost, I felt like they reached out to me after they passed, and it's a good feeling. I don't want to be proven otherwise, you know, just because it was that sense of calm and I was able to, you know, let go. It felt nice to be important enough to them for them to say goodbye. So even if you show me scientific proof that there's nothing else out there, I'm going to believe that these two people reached out to me. So I believe there's some life after death. I don't know how I feel about reincarnation and whatnot. I mean, like, you know, everyone's done some bad shit in their life. But does that mean I come back as an ant in someone's yard and some kid's got a magnifying glass and I'm just fucked? Like what? I guess I wish I knew the categories of what you can do and then what you could come back as, you know. Am I going to be a dolphin? Was I a dolphin previously? I don't know.
You might be a financially responsible ant, though.
I would be that ant with like the big ass piece of sugar just
walking away.
And there's a kid, and you're like, Jesus, I learned.
I was just trying to pick up other hot ass ants with my piece of sugar. Like, I got no standards there. I'll never learn. No life will I learn my lesson.
What if you came back as a dolphin with a dude tattoo on your shoulder?
Well, then I'd have to get it covered up with a big dragon. I mean, like that's my only option.
Where do you go? Where do you go as a dolphin? We'll go to other dolphins. Budapest. You go to Budapest, like whatever noise they make, they're like, they're like, oh, over there's the tattoo guy. Oh, okay.
I feel like you can get any tattoo you want in like Hawaii. You just say, hey, bro.
Hey, bro. I'm a talking dolphin, bro.
Hey, bro. I got drunk one night and like, oh, I know, brother. Like, here you go. It's a dragon.
The dragon. The tattoo guy next day. I got a wild story about a dolphin came up to me, said he got drunk last night. Like, what?
Walking on his two little fin things.
So after we made love, I give him a tattoo.
Whoa. I made love to the tattoo artist?
Yeah, you did. You have a blowhole. What do you expect?
No, I get it. That shit's kind of hot. You know, that's why I got it on my back.
Oh, man. It's horrible.
What about you guys? Hugh, what do you think about life after death?
I come from like logic. I just come from that. That's who I am. So it's hard for me to envision, like in terms of religion, for example, it's hard for me to envision the bearded guy on the throne in the sky and something else down below. So in terms of that, I hope and think something is out there after you die, but I'd be more inclined to think of it as like a stream of consciousness than some garden that we go to where lots of friends and past deceased relatives are running around. I don't really think of it like that. It's kind of depressing to me to think of it as like nothing, just nothing when you die. But no, I think because I believe in the existence of a soul, like the existence of something, like you could probably build at some point in time, maybe build a human body, but it wouldn't be imbued with a soul. So to me, that says that's something that may move on after we die into some sort of stream of consciousness, energy stream. I'm more inclined to believe that. And that would fit with you. That would fit with you being reached out to. That could just as easily be that.
Well, I have a theory, not necessarily a belief, but a theory. Because you know how we have deja vu,
Mm-hmm.
and then you always hear people say, you know, stay away from the light, or you know, go towards it. Yeah, people see a bright light when they almost die or they're dying or whatever.
Yeah.
My theory is we're born again, and that light that you go through is just you being reborn, and you live the same life over and over and over until you get it right. You know what I'm saying? Until you go back and fix the things you've done. And that's what deja vu comes from. And that's what that bright light is. That's one of my theories. Like I said, I'm not strong 100% belief on it, but that's just a thought that I have every time I think about it.
That's the theory of that movie. That was a comedy, but it's the theory of defending your life, the Albert Brooks movie. You know, that he goes to a place. Well, it's really a great comedy, but it's also got a serious undertone to it, and that's exactly the theory that Albert Brooks has got. I've forgotten the guy who's defending him, but it's a guy defending his choices in his life so that he doesn't have to go back and do it again. In other words, did he live a life without regret? If he did, then you move on. If you didn't, back you go. So it's quite sort of the same sort of theory.
Wait, so what are your thoughts on, because the deja vus are, for me at least, aren't like I'm about to make a really big decision and then I have a deja vu. It's like always, oh, have I eaten this before, you know, or have I been here before type of deja vu. So all my deja vus don't have any significance, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing,
right.
nothing
No, like
that's important to me.
Exactly. Like like you said, I made a sandwich, but as soon as I'm done, I'm like, did I make this already before? I've been here before. You know, I've seen this before.
Mhm.
But you're right. It's nothing significant. It's not like, oh, this is going to change my life if I do this instead. But it's just the idea that we've already seen this. We've seen our life. We've seen it several times. And that's why we get deja vu. You know, and then like if my theory is, I don't know, correct, then apparently I'm on a different path than my previous life, because I haven't had deja vu in like, man, 5 years. I can't remember ever. So to me, it makes me think, okay, now I've taken a different path and this is something else. And then who knows, maybe I go back on the path I was on before and I'll have deja vu some other time, but that's just a thought, you know?
Quantum leap. I like it.
Multiple dimensions.
I love that show.
It was a very good show. Yes. Very good.
Lafayette, what do you believe? Do you
Oh,
believe that
man.
when you die, it's just ultimate blackness and that's it?
Yes, I believe that you literally cease to exist, and that's the sad part of existence, is you don't even know you existed.
That's right.
That's the saddest
That's
part
true.
of existence, is that once you shut your eyes and everything turns off, you literally don't even know you even existed. Nothing. Like, that's the sad part of life, is death in that regard. And it's something I think about way too often, like all the time. Like all the time. I'm talking like it comes to the point where sometimes I think, what's the point of all this in the end? Like, what's the point of the billions of people that already died already?
Right.
Like, you know, like people constantly go back to the cemetery to visit their loved ones. I'm like, why? Go on with yourself. Like, that's the point. Like, because you're going to be there too one day. And that's another thing I always tell Julie, hey, when I die, don't worry about where you bury me or anything. I'm gone. I'm dead. Throw me, I don't know, just put me in the trash bin. Like, put me in the recycle bin, see what happens. Who cares? Don't waste your money burying me or anything. Who gives a shit? Like, I've been turned off, obsolete, done. You know, next. Like,
So I got a story. How am I gonna put this? Let's say it happened to a friend, because I don't want me to get fuck around and get fired or something. So this happened to a friend, right? So my friend arrested somebody, and he had a little like a pill case, you know, on his on his necklace. And anytime I've come across those little pill cases, there's dope inside, you know, because they're waterproof. I mean, and easily accessible. People will miss it, and if you see it on a keychain or something like that, there's probably dope inside. It's, you know, especially if the person is younger and they're not, you know, if they don't have heart issues or something like that and have to keep nitroglycerin on them, there's going to be dope in there. So anyways, I open up the package or the case. And I start dumping it out. I'm like, what the fuck is this stuff? He's like, that's my mom. I was like, oh shit, dog. I'm so sorry. And I'm like putting this shit back like with my fingers. I mean, my friend is.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was cool with me. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Like, anytime I've ever seen these, there's dope inside.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. So like then that night I started thinking about the afterlife and like if his mom would be mad at me for like, you know, yeah. So that was kind of weird for my friend.
Your friend's a loser.
Yeah.
I just, you know, it's here's the thing. Why wouldn't you want there to be something after, first of all, right? Like you gotta hope there is. You gotta hope your church friends prayed for you hard enough. Yeah, we'll let you in. Somebody got you a pass years ago. Really? Yeah. But at the same time, it's, man, I mean, it's definitely one of those things where you can't prove it. It's just, you can't. Even the people that write those long stories that died on the, you know, hospital, you know, surgery, and they say, oh yeah, I died for 20 minutes and I saw all my friends and family again. We partied for like 3 months and and I came back and there's an afterlife. And all you can say is, God, I hope you're damn right, man. I hope you're right. That's all I look at it. Because I also look at it like, look, you know, everybody's end, no matter what, everyone's end is the same. So why waste your life? You know, why not enjoy it as much as you can? And you know, try to always have a positive outlook. That's another thing I've learned is to just, you know, what's funny. So maybe when I was like 20, I don't know, 25, 26 years old is when it first hit me, literally laying in bed, that I'm going to die one day. Like, it hit, no joke. Like, I was just laying in bed. I was like, holy shit. Like, it just hit me. Right. And I was like, I'm going to just shut off. And then that's it. And that's almost like when I was like, so why am I going to be a dick to people and this and that and care about what people say to me? And this, I was almost like that's the worst thing. Like, screw it. Like, how about I just do me and I don't care. And that's that. Like, you know, because again, one of us is going to be writing on Facebook, my condolences. Like, sorry for your loss. Like 30 years from now for one of us. Well,
it's going to be like, dear Julie.
Yeah.
Please Venmo me $16 for that fucking album that I
I'm gonna leave a note for her. I left Johnny $16 in my Venmo account. Can you please send that to him? P.S. Tell him I'm not dead. I'm just hiding in Cuba.
No, I mean, I think if you believe in the afterlife, you know, you're going to definitely police the way that you live. You know, you're not going to be as big of a dick. You're going to try and be more patient with people. You know, whatever makes you be a better person, you know, more power to you. I mean, I would hate to think that in the end they say I can't like go to heaven because like I watched porn. I'll be like, oh, that's so fucked up. Like, but worth it. Wait, what was my point? Well, I'm sorry, what was my point?
And the bad part about that is there's no rule book. You know, there's no rule book, so it's not like anybody could have just, you know, like you go on to Pornhub, Johnny. Like, could you log in? Remember, this will send you to hell. Click yes to enter. I'm in. Don't worry. I'm good.
Well, no, that'd be funny if when you get to the gates of heaven, there's a computer with Pornhub and you have to log in. And if you log in, it's just a test. Oh, man. If you log in, you go straight, you get shot straight down to hell. But if you're like,
I have this too.
I never even registered. What is this? Oh, come on in. Come on.
Yeah. Matter of fact, your password is there, but one letter. They just wait for you. Come on, enter it.
Oh, that's
enter
hell. That's hell. They like,
that's hell.
You forgot your password. Like, oh.
That's hell. Yeah. You have to send the email, you know, to get your password, and you can't even get into your email. That's it. It's over. It's I think also like, what if there is an afterlife? Would you think it is? Carlos thinks it's, again, like you're almost going to a certain point in your life and living it from that moment, like to guide your life in a certain path. I could see it as, I could see it as people say it is, where you end up like, oh wait, hey, how the hell did I get to this reunion party? But I could also see it as a dimensional thing. I can't see it as reincarnation, because everybody that's ever said they've been reincarnated, they actually don't recall anything really from any of their lives. They just say they've been that's another. Would you want to come back but not even know you existed prior? And that's not really reincarnation. That's just a reset of, now you're in a different body. You don't even know about your prior life. What's the point of that? Like, being reincarnated into a tortoise, like, if I can get
for like 200 years.
Now, if I was reincarnated into a giraffe, but I know it's me in the giraffe, I'm all in. But if I'm just reincarnated to an animal, but I have no clue, I'm just reset. That's not really reincarnation. It's another animal. So I don't know, man. Death is wild, because the only thing you can really go off of is religion these days, in that aspect. And religion is goofy as shit, because it's all aimed towards one particular group of people, right? So a Muslim religion is really aimed for those people. The Catholic religion, the first Bible's aimed only at the Jews, and the Jews are the only ones going to get to heaven. And then Jesus showed up and goes, no, everyone's allowed. And then the Jews killed him. They're like, wait, you read the first book, right? And he's like, yeah, but I think everybody should be allowed in. Hell no. So it's like I said, it's just, it's wild, man. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to death is sleep. So at least you get the.
No, I think the closest is taking propofol.
I mean, that's pretty
knockout
much,
drug.
Well,
No, sleep you dream.
Do they? Is that what they
Sleep you
give you for
dream.
wisdom teeth? Because that shit is awesome.
It is
no,
awesome.
wisdom
But you
teeth,
don't
I just
dream.
got knocked out with gas. Yeah.
Well, they gave me a shot, or they put something in me, and I had the best dreams.
But I
And
tell
then-
you what,
But
deja
so say
vu.
with
though.
propofol, there's no dream. There's no
Deja
dream.
vu. With deja vu, I've had ones where, like, I remember at my mom's house visiting, and my brother Nelson like walked out of a room and was doing something, and I was like, I just saw you do that. And he was like, what do you mean? You've already did that. I'm confused. Didn't you already do that? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, holy shit, I've already seen this shit play out. Like, that's like, and I get that a lot. Like, wait, this already played. Like, I'll be like, this already, and I knew you're gonna say that. Like, what's going on here? Like, and sometimes I think when you wake up, it's like, well, did you wake up in the same place? Like, wait a second, I took a nap on the sofa, but I'm in the same fucking dimension. And then I check my pants. Yeah, I crap myself.
Yeah.
I know where I'm at.
It's still me. Thank God.
Nothing changed. That's the moment when I tell myself, no, I just wish I was dead.
Just
Well, that's what I think also about suicide. If people thought about life in that regard, like, you only get one, man. If you're troubled that much in life, make a drastic change. Like, I don't know, do something that, like, the saddest part is when kids kill themselves for being bullied. Grow some courage. Tell those people to kick rocks, and you know what? Tell them to their face to F off, and like, yeah, I don't know, man. Death it's a wild topic, but I tell you, it's crazy how constantly I think about it. It's like 10 times a day. Like, no joke. I'll think about it all the time. I'll be like, man, this shit ain't real. I don't see the point of this shit. Hey, you want to buy some energy drinks? I don't understand what's going on. And they're looking at me like, hey, you gonna come in the store? What? You sound like a crazy homeless person.
what's the point?
What are you doing?
Like, that's what crazy homeless people are. They're just like questioning everything. What? Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Got $1. Anyway, what? Like, yeah, death, huh? Like, yeah, that's all I think about. That's why you're homeless? Yeah.
That guy's just homeless. Leave him alone.
He's just homeless, man. Leave him alone, man. He's waiting for the end, but he doesn't really want to get there fast. So
I refuse to believe that the deepest people out there are fucking bums. There's just no way that I'm coming across this dude who also shit himself. It's gonna be like, hey, can you answer some life questions for me? Like, fuck that shit.
Man, homeless people are funny, man. I had a homeless guy trick me real good one time. I walked out of PF Chang's and I had leftovers in my hand, and he saw me put them in the back seat of my car because I was parked right in front of the restaurant. And he's like, "Hey man, can I get $1?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you, bro." So and then when I go and give it to him, he goes, "I'd make you a deal." I was like, "What's the deal?" "I'll give you this $1 back if you give me what's behind that door." I was like, "What, you want my leftovers?" "Yeah." "Okay, deal. You sure you want that? You don't want the $1?" He's like, "Nah." So I give him the leftovers. I close the door. I was like, "All right." And he walks away. I was like, "Where's my $1?" He was like, "I got you both." He just walked away. And I was like, and I just started laughing because I was like, "Yeah, you got me good. Deal or no deal, you got me." Or let's make a deal. That's what it was. It was let's make a deal. And it was Wayne Brady. So, but yeah, he got me, son of a.
You know, you can take ashes and turn them into diamonds.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can take ashes and turn them into like you can plant them now and it becomes a tree. You can do that shit too.
Yeah, you can do
I
that.
wouldn't do that. I mean,
I would do that. I would do that. Have a
Like-
tree grow out of me. Yeah.
You can actually do it at the. They do it at the cemeteries.
What,
you
the
can even-
diamond thing?
No, the trees, and you can actually have your ashes put into like a bench. Now it's not, and it won't be like where your plot is at. It's like just a bench around the cemetery, and your name will be engraved on it, and that's it. That's
I
all.
don't
I mean,
wanna
I think
Mix
it's
it
more
into
useful.
the concrete.
I don't want to be burnt.
I want to be.
Oh, I don't.
To
That's just
be turned into a diamond. I think that shit would be awesome.
You know, you wouldn't bring that up. Would you rather be buried or ashes?
I don't want to be burnt. I
Because
know I'll
see-
be dead, but I don't want to be burnt.
That's at that point I don't care. That's what I'm saying. You
No, I know, but
just make
I
me
just-
ashes and
Whatever's easier for my family.
yeah. You know what? That's another thing. We're not gonna make that choice in a sense. Like, you know
Yeah.
what?
I've already
Yeah.
told him, don't burn
Unless
me.
you discuss it beforehand.
Don't
Like-
burn
like-
me.
Like my dad, he wanted to be cremated, and I thought
I
he'd
know.
want to. I thought he'd want to be buried because he was super religious, but no, he was like, "No, cremate me." Okay, like, you sure?
Is cremation against religion or?
It is. It's Catholic religion. You're not supposed to be cremated, but yet Catholic cemeteries do the cremation.
They do
So-
cremations. I want to
yeah,
be
so-
cremated.
You
But it
what?
doesn't. Like I said, it
I want to
doesn't.
be cremated.
It won't matter because you're not gonna come back. You're not gonna come back in your body. No one's yet to come back. Well, one guy.
I'm
And
not
then he
disagreeing.
left.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't want to.
It's almost like you're fearful of it.
No, then you're really gone. I mean, even if you're dead and you're buried, there's still something of you left, at least for probably another 50 years. I mean, when you're cremated, you're gone. There's nothing left. There's like
Yeah,
you
but
never
just-
even existed.
But you're under the ground.
Hoping to come back as a
and
zombie?
That's what I mean. It's like
I'd be all right with that.
it's all the
I'll
same.
come back as a zombie. I'll come back as a zombie.
All
No,
right.
I just don't, because it's like then there's just a can of powder that's just ash. It's not even you at all.
And then it's also mixed in with other people's ashes. I mean, that's
You mean like when because all the cremating they do.
yeah. They're pretty
Yeah.
backed up right now, from what I understand.
Yeah, in India, that the pile of bodies on bodies
That's
is
ridiculous.
crazy.
Setting them on fire outside.
Yeah, they're setting them all on fire. Yeah,
That's awful.
a mass cremation there. You'll never know which one the ashes are your cousin.
That's what I mean. I just
Well, yeah. Let's go to break and we'll be back with one more segment.
Put it down. You looking pretty, the pretty. I'm looking at you now. I know you wanna get on, get on down. I feel like a reaching achievement. I'm pleased by the way you didn't fight back my feelings. The gravity that grabs me has to be the beat that moves my feet towards you. And see
Welcome back to
you.
Nerds Talking, the podcast. As you know, I'm here with Hugh McCord. I'm here with Johnny and Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. And we've covered things from fat shaming to what's your hidden talent or hidden trait or what you're good at. Death. Man, this show is really on an upscale. And our final topic, board games. Finally, something happy. Basically, tell me your top 4 Mount Rushmore of board games. What board game you like playing as a child? What board game you hated playing even as an adult? Do you still play board games? Things of that nature. Like, what's your top 4? What's your Mount Rushmore board games? The ones you just love playing even as a child or even now. And go ahead, Hugh. You go first. Give me your top 4 board games.
Well, we didn't play them a lot, but if there's the old standard Monopoly,
Oh, that's the king of board games. Yes.
king of board games. But I mean, I'd even throw the Ouija board in there. The
Okay.
Ouija board.
That's on your list. All right.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would throw chess in there, even though I could never really quite get the hang of it. And then the 4th, Risk, I think we played.
Oh, Risk is good. Oh
Yeah.
man, Risk, and that's a cheater's game. Oh my God, that's such a cheater's game. But Risk is such a fun game. I take over those Polish every time, dominate those pieces of shit. Anyway, Johnny, give me your top 4.
I would say Operation would be up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mousetrap, it wasn't that fun, but just setting up the trap and then the
whole
game going through
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
and
yeah.
the trap falling down. That shit was fun to me every time.
Okay.
But Candyland, I
Okay.
really like Candyland, and then the last one would probably be Life, because
Really, Life, the
because-
knockoff Monopoly.
at the times when I was like playing it,
Mhm.
I was always like single and shit. So I was like, this is the only chance I'm gonna be able to have a wife and the fucking kids and
You live vicariously through a
and
board
a
game.
car. Like I was taking the bus at
Wow.
the time, so I was like, man, I got a car,
Sad.
I got bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You should
So
add
the-
that to Monopoly.
Oh shit!
Like not just hotels and all that. The more you amass, the more bitches you get.
right.
With little tiny bitch statues,
Yo, Johnny owns Park Place. I also have 3 bitches on Park Place. Would you like what?
in different poses. One with like a skirt, another one with like.
right? Yeah, just different. Yeah, very glamorous one. And oh well, there we go. So Johnny, okay. Carlos, what's your top 4 Mount Rushmore board games?
Trouble,
Oh, Pop-O-Matic Trouble.
Checkers,
Yeah, Checkers is a really good one.
Clue,
Ah, I suck at that game.
and Othello.
Don't know that one. I mean, I know it. I never played it. No idea. No.
It's the one where you
no.
flip the colors, right? So it's black and
If
white.
you,
and-
right. If you
Yeah, yeah,
surround
yeah,
their
yeah,
piece, then you flip it.
Yeah. That I mean, I know. I never played it though. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, top Othello. That's a good pull. Mine would be Guess Who. Man, I love Guess Who. You guys play Guess Who?
Is
No,
that-
you guys don't play Guess Who? It's
Oh.
where like you each
Yeah,
have
yeah.
this. That shows like all the faces, and you like, okay, I get. Does your guy have hair? Like, nope. And you knock down all.
Oh, and there's like
Yeah.
one black dude, and then
Yeah.
you have to not be like, hey,
Yeah, you have to be
black guy.
very.
like,
Yeah.
does
you
he
can't say
have
Does
curly
he-
hair?
If he was in the NBA draft, would he get in the first round? Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
All the white guys you knocked down.
What are you trying to say?
And if it was different, you would say, okay, if he was the first pick in the NFL draft, okay, I'll put the black guy down. All the quarterbacks stand up. And the hardest one would be the NHL draft. Like it's just, because that's about every character.
Oh,
in
it's the
that thing
same
is white.
thing, like
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they have one black dude too. So
That's
it's,
what I mean. And so
Yeah.
you just so Guess Who? I like Shoots and Ladders. So that's a fun game. Good old Shoots and Ladders. And you can send people back and forth and that one's fun. I always like Monopoly, even though people cheat like hell in Monopoly.
it takes forever.
and it takes
You're playing for
forever.
hours.
For
Oh my God.
hours, yeah. And when the guy gets kicked out, whoever gets kicked out first is always pissed off. And somehow people cheated him. And you always want to be the car. You never want to be the thimble or the fucking iron or the hat. It was messed up. What does the iron mean? Is that like supposed to be a woman's thing? And the thimble too, right? Those supposed to like represent women.
Sewing.
Like, what does a dog represent?
Bitches. Sorry, I'm stuck on bitches. I'm just focused on my game of life.
You know, my
What is it?
fourth one. My fourth one would be Connect 4. Connect 4 is a lot of fun. You guys remember playing Connect 4?
Of course,
No, it's
they have that at Dave
No.
and Buster's.
They do have.
Donnie's really
shit,
good
you
at
know
that.
all about it.
No, I lose in 3 moves. How is that possible?
No.
Wait a second. What's your favorite Dave and Buster's game? Before we
For tickets, it's that one where you like drop in the coin and it pushes it over the edge.
Okay.
I feel like I get the timing right on those.
Do you like Deal or No Deal? Because I love playing Deal or No Deal.
I do, and then I'm very judgy when it comes to it. I'm like, all right, don't pick the Asian one because she's very judgmental. Like,
Wait, so
you pick the Asian one, she's like, oh, don't do. She like shakes her head like, no, bad choice.
this is not the case. This
Yeah.
is not the case.
Maybe
Wow.
I'm biased because I just see my mom just judging me.
Wow. Wow.
Love the
And how-
game. Hate the
how about-
Asian chick.
How about what's a game that you hated playing as a child that like I don't know, like you
Monopoly.
played it. Carlos just didn't like Monopoly. I'm the same as you. Monopoly was too long. When people
That's
busted it
why it
out,
was too long.
I knew it was a 4-hour game. You're like, oh man. But then Risk was the same way. Risk was like, this is gonna take forever. But
Risk was fun though.
Risk is
To me,
fun
it
because
was more fun.
you're killing and taking over land and the goddamn Polish. Johnny, how about you? What game did you hate or love as like Uno? I love playing Uno.
Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Uno's a blast.
I didn't like how, like, if you didn't put your last card or if you didn't say Uno
we
right
didn't
away,
say
like,
Uno.
it just kind of depends on who you play with.
Yeah.
Remember, like, when we used to play basketball, and if you went up for a shot and if you didn't call foul, there's no foul. Like,
Yeah.
you could someone punch you in the face, or in the mouth, so you couldn't say
Mhm.
foul. And if you didn't call it, like, tough shit.
Yeah, it's not a foul. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how
that's how Uno was for you.
that's how Uno was to me.
Wow.
I recently played with somebody Uno, and as soon as I had the second to last card in my hand, just pulling it from my hand, they're already calling on me. Uno, you didn't say Uno. I'm like, I didn't even put the card down yet, you dumbass. Like, they're always trying to get me to pick up more cards before I was even done with the.
I think the trick of Uno is you have to hold your cards as one. You know what I mean? Like you don't hold them like a deck of cards like you would poker. You hold it as so they think that you only have one. Because if you call Uno on someone that doesn't have Uno, they got to pick up like 2 cards or some shit or 4 cards.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
2 cards.
Yeah, 2 cards. That's why
All
you always.
these years.
That's that's why you always. How about dominoes? Is dominoes like a? Would you include that in board
I love
game
board-
or?
I love domino.
Yeah, Dominoes is
Love
great.
Dominoes. If you're
I
good
learned
at
how to
math,
play that.
oh.
I played that in the army, and I didn't know what I was doing at first. And so the only way to learn is through tough love. If you make a
What?
bad move and then give up a lot of points and this. And
Oh
that.
yeah. See, the thing to dominoes is almost like counting cards in a sense. Like you gotta put it all in your head. Okay, that's not on the table. That guy probably
Right.
has that. I have this. Oh, that's eliminated. I played one time with this guy that he was really good, and I didn't tell him I was counting all the freaking numbers. He didn't get moves for like 8 in a row. He's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm blocking everything, bro. I know what you got."
Yeah,
And he's
that's
like,
awesome.
"What?"
I love that.
I just blocked everything. But guys, it gets to the point where you block everything.
Block
And then you-
yourself.
Yeah, you to the point where you may only have 2 left and he has 15, but you played yourself out. You're like, oh god damn it. Now he can play everything. That's how I made the freaking game. And now he's just going one after the other. You're like, son of a. But I love dominoes, man. I love dominoes. But yeah, so yeah, I love board games. So Hugh, you left us for a minute. Anything for you?
Oh no, just a beverage.
Oh, what'd you
I
get?
just- a little bit of grape juice.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right.
like
All
two
that
of
was
my
in the fridge.
Are you on your period? Oh, that was
Oh,
from
wow.
The Departed.
No.
That was the Departed, and it was cranberry juice. I know, but still.
How am I supposed to get that when you get the thing wrong, and then you think we're gonna know it's The Departed?
Do you have a UTI?
How many times? Yeah, how many
Cranberry
times
juice?
do you come across someone who drinks just cranberry juice?
Well, he's not. He's drinking grape.
This is my only opportunity. Don't give me shit.
Don't push the elevator button. You know what movie that's from?
The
Do
Cecil
you?
Hotel.
No.
No, it's not from anything. I'm just saying stuff and hoping that you guys go, oh yeah, that's from The Departed. Like, don't get shit wrong if you're gonna say something. Goddamn, anyway.
I didn't say it.
No, I just, you know what? I just went against my death thing where I've got to be nice to Johnny because we're all gonna die.
It's gonna be nice to you, but what's the point?
What's the point?
Why bother?
Why bother? I like
Eeyore.
Eeyore. Why bother? Pooh.
He
Did
was
you
sad
find
as
the
fuck.
bullet?
Yeah.
Well, do any of the
No,
games on
yeah.
your top 4? Do any of them have like any sentimental value, or are they just games you like to play? Like the reason
Man.
Trouble and Checkers are on my top 4 because when I was a kid, when we lived in Canada, every night or almost every night, I would play Trouble with my grandparents before they went to sleep.
Played
and then I would
Trouble
go
like
home.
crazy with them.
And
my
like
God.
Checkers, man, I could never beat my grandfather in checkers,
Oh,
no
he
matter
loved
how much I
checkers.
tried. And
Yeah.
no matter how much he kind of let me win, like right near the end, and he would just whoop on me. That's why those two are on my top 4.
Yeah, no, that's why I love Trouble so much. It's not even on my top 4, but man, I love Trouble. Played that a lot as a kid. A lot of Pop-O-Matic, Bubble, Trouble. But yeah, no, I just Johnny, how about you? Any sentimental stuff to your gaming, or are you just like I just like diddling the fiddle?
That's not the proper term for board games, sir.
Was that in The Departed?
Good one. No, I mean I only have sentimental value to the games that I win, that I'm good at.
Oh, so Dave and Buster's, we got it.
Dave and Buster's, that's got a lot of sentimental value. Like
I mean, Hugh said he didn't play games as a kid, so I don't think he has these sentimental values. Like,
No.
that's
you
interesting.
just came
'cause
out as an adult.
Don't you? I mean, because you have how many brothers and sisters?
2 brothers and 1 sister, and we just
Yeah, so it's 4 of you. None of you guys
I don't
played
ever remember
board
playing many
games. Really, that's interesting.
And it's not like I even played chess that much. It's just I like the idea of chess, but I mean,
I learned how to play it in high school, and I couldn't play it now.
did you learn strategy and stuff too? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
to me,
had
that's
some
like,
buddies that were good, were like pretty good at it, and after high school I never played it again, so I couldn't tell you how to play it.
So what did you and your siblings do like when you guys hung out? You guys as kids? I mean, like me, Lafayette, and my brothers, we always played games, board games,
or sports, or
more outside, I would say.
we
More
beat up other
outside.
kids.
stick. What's
You know
that
what?
game? The wheel and the stick. Did you have that? Did you guys do? You guys doing that?
We had rock fights against each other from 1 foot away.
Oh, chestnut
Hurt.
fights. Remember chestnut fights?
Oh, yeah. No bueno. No,
Did you guys ever
no
chestnut
bueno.
fight?
We one time took a hose and put it in somebody else's open window. That was a mistake.
Did she know?
They did after they found their living room flooded.
Oh no, I meant the hose.
I was only discovering that hose then.
Okay. yes. That's
Damn, you flooded the living room with that hose. God damn.
That's
Yeah,
a dick move, sir.
that's horrible.
yeah. It just
Horrible.
wouldn't stop. But when you're young, when
Just
you're
go,
young,
you're
go,
young,
go. Yeah.
you just do a home damage. That's true. Johnny didn't have siblings that played sports or anything. Did your brother even play games with you, or your brother just always had a sandwich in his mouth?
Which Atari was it with the red button?
The
I think it was
original
like the
Atari.
first. Or,
2600.
2600. Yeah.
I mean, we played video games, and he was much better
Oh, yeah, he still
than I
plays.
was. And then, as the asshole little kid, I would just call him like a fat ass or something like that.
Yeah, truth.
And he, without skipping a beat, he grabbed that thing, whacked me in the face, and then just kept pushing that red button, and then whooping my ass. Whoop my ass in real life, then whoop my ass
While
in the
whooping
game.
your ass.
Yeah, he was always whooping my ass.
double dipping. I like the way he works.
But he was good at video games, man. I'd invite him over just so he can beat levels for me.
Good at that dude is still good
Yeah.
at video games, guaranteed. Does he still play?
He hasn't played in a while, but when he was playing, it was almost obsessive.
Oh, up all night.
Yeah.
All night. It was bonkers. Like, I'd go over to you guys' place when Carlos lived over there, and he was just in front of that thing, not like all night long, in front of that TV, would not get off of it. It's crazy.
So speaking of that, there's only one video game that I ever played that I ever got to the end of, and I didn't play that many, but only one.
Okay.
One.
Oh, can we guess?
Go ahead and guess.
Wait,
It's
arcade
well-known.
or
Is it arcade or
No.
home?
Home.
Okay.
Home. Well-known home, and you actually got to the end of it.
Super
Yeah.
Mario?
Okay. No, I'm gonna say it's before that. Before Super Mario
Hopscotch.
Brothers.
Hopscotch.
I'm gonna go Centipede or something like that. Or
Oh, you
No,
love
there's
that.
no end to that.
No, there's no end.
Okay, then how about Pong?
This wasn't
Pong.
points either.
It wasn't what?
This wasn't points. This was levels.
Oh, okay. So Donkey Kong.
No.
Kung Fu.
Pac-Man? That does have an ending.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Ooh,
4 letters.
4 letters. Oh man. Oh. No, that's not 4 letters. God damn it. What's that little orange dude's name?
And I actually stayed with it till I got to the end. I was like, holy shit.
4 letters.
That's 5 letters.
And then
Wow.
they made a number 2 and I think a 3. You can still find the first out there, but it was a while. I wanna say it was
Joust. No, that's 5 letters.
25 years ago. It's-
Castlevania. No, wait.
here's the giveaway. It was made into a movie.
Oh,
Doom.
Yeah, total giveaway. Oh, you
Oh,
said Doom?
Doom. Doom was good on computer. Yeah, man. That was a very violent game.
You can get to the ending super easy. You got that God mode cheat code.
I didn't do that.
Straight.
I didn't do that.
You guys remember the first video game you did beat? That you were like, I finally beat a game.
That was
I
it.
remember
So we got
I was
Doom
in
on
high
the board.
school and I beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the first time.
yeah.
Oh,
and then
man.
we had a weight set in my garage. So I threw on 165 pounds. I got that bitch up and I put it on my chest and I couldn't get it back up. And so I'm like, I'm yelling for my brother upstairs, like to help me out. Cause I beat Mike Tyson Punch Out before him. And anyways, the adrenaline ran out. And apparently like video game strength and human strength is 2 different things. So I almost died after.
What was the character's name in Punch Out? What's his name?
Little Mac.
Little Mac. Little Mac. Oh man. And he fought with a freaking like a wife beater on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
The black
yeah.
one,
The
yeah.
white tank top.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah,
black tank
yeah.
top?
I think the first game I remember beating was Kung Fu on Nintendo. That's probably the first because it was the easiest. You know, it's super easy, but it was a cool game. Kung Fu. Yeah, that's probably the first one. I mean, maybe Mario Brothers, but I'm pretty sure it was Kung Fu.
Oh, my first, I think, was my favorite game at the time was Ghost and Ghouls.
Oh, that's such a good
That
game.
was a good one. Yeah.
Ghost and Ghouls.
And then
yeah.
second was Castlevania. I love Castlevania.
Yeah.
That's another
Your
good
mom
one.
was pretty good at Duck Hunt. You remember that?
Yeah, I don't want to put a gun in her hand, man. I don't even know what she'll do with it these days.
But you can cheat though in that game, very easy.
On Duck Hunt?
Yeah, you put the gun to the screen and whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
I was intrigued by Dungeons and Dragons. Did anybody play that?
No, never. I thought it
Table
was.
game? Yeah.
I thought it was super nerdy.
I mean,
I didn't
is
understand
even
it. I didn't
Is
understand
it still around?
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
huge.
Oh my God.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you have to buy these huge books that are like Bibles to play story modes to.
But that's
It's-
only if you're the
it's-
dungeon master. You don't
I
really
know,
need that.
but either way, that person has to carry the whole story, and
Right.
you have to craft your own background story and all this. It's like I don't want to do all that, man. That's what I made Xboxes for nowadays. Like
My character is a troll that lives under a bridge that barbecues really well and is shitty with money. That's my guy.
sounds familiar.
God. What game is this?
Johnny and Dragons. All right. Well, there you go. That's our show. Thanks. Maybe we'll cover finance next year. What do you guys think? Johnny, Hugh? Huh?
I'm off that day.
Are you off that day?
More or
Yeah.
less.
I'm good.
All right. Well,
We'll talk the fables and fantasies of cryptocurrency.
Oh, we'll cover that too. So finance, cryptocurrency, and yeah, I mean, hopefully everybody here is pretty. I mean, sounds like Johnny's finances still aren't that great. Man, I feel bad, bro.
I don't. I mean, I got nice shit. I got nice shit. So
I got nice shit. You have a Dyson vacuum, so you're moving up. All right, that's our show. He's looking back like, what?
quit looking at my shit.
We know what you have in your house so far: skateboards and Dyson vacuums. Just don't give us your address. All right.
Done.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. For Carlos,
Bye-bye.
Hugh,
See ya.
Johnny.
Bye.
Hey, Johnny.
What?
Come on, do it. Do it in the troll voice. Carlos said you're a troll. Do it in a troll voice.
I didn't say he's a troll, so that's my character.
No. You kind of said he's a
Character.
troll.
Kind of did
No,
say I
no,
was
no.
a troll.
Yeah,
It's
right.
all right.
So do it in a troll voice. Say,
In your next
"Goodbye,
life, you're gonna
everyone."
be fucked for calling people trolls.
Wow. Is that what a troll would say?
I think so.
Now
Yes.
say it as a troll.
Bye.
Your troll sucks. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Nerds Talking the podcast. Remember, subscribe, download, turn on notifications, leave reviews, tell your friends. Hey, if you want to be on the show, let us know at nerdstalking@yahoo.com if you're interesting and you don't wear pants. See you next time. Nerds Talking the podcast.
Yeah. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. Yo, where the bar at and where the chicks be? You can find me there, getting tipsy, intoxicated, inebriated, vacation, have some patience. A nice still young, but I don't think I'm gonna make. I had some Jack in the morning and Patron afternoon. They say it's substance abuse, I say it's party attitude. Now you're yakking in the morning and Patron's after you, but the chicks that you left will say you know how to party, dude. I was drinking all night, I didn't start a fight. I knew I found was right. When she said you on the mic, I said check 1 2 1 2 in this place, mother what? You know what I do? I show up, get face to blow out the place. I smash guitars into amps like I was rocking the stage. You like to party and drink and fuss and fight and F all night and put your drinks up to the sky. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night. I party all night, I drink all night, all night, I do it all night.
Okay, I like to party, I party all night, and I don't party wrong, I party right. Now where the party at? Where the Bacardi at? Where the Grey Goose? Where the cognac? That's what I want, that's what I'm doing. Where the hot girls? Let's see who I'm doing. Oh, it's a party now, the music's up loud. We gon' party till the po-po shut us down. We celebrating like today's 420 now. If you know what I mean, we bout to burn it down. Somebody said that the roof's on fire. We don't give a damn, we gon' party till we tired. See, I like to party till the sun comes up. And see, I like to drink till I'm sick and throw up. Wake up in the morning with the hangover. Today's a new day, let's do the same thing over.
I party all night,